So here's my long hair client, Julie. And my approach when cutting long hair, I love to blow dry it, curl it, and then cut it. So she knows what the length that I'm gonna end up with. It's instant gratification. So let's get started. Working on top of the head, I'm gonna take a triangle section. Using surface planing, I'm gonna surface plane towards the ends. Working in this triangle pattern will allow the hair to release and go back to where it lives with no line of demarcation. Once that hair is cut on top, we're gonna lay the guide now on top and then the next section, surface plane, removing split ends, softening up the ends, and giving me nice fullness and body. Now I'm gonna cut the perimeter, point cutting it to soften it the ends. We're gonna clean up the front, also using surface planing, working our way towards the bottom, moving the scissors continuously. We want to always move the cutting blade so we get a smooth, clean finish. Now we have body on top of the head.
So Danielle just did a fantastic haircut on our model, Julie. And the reason that I love to have this pre-cut is it set me up for success with my color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a jaw strobe on her, and now I can see exactly where I'm gonna be placing the color in correlation with her jawline. So let's get started. So begin by sectioning a horseshoe parting along the top of the parietal ridge. This section will not be receiving color. Next, you're going to section the front from the back using the top of the ear as a guideline and a vertical section. Divide the back in half, and you're gonna start your color placement with horizontal partings at the nape of the neck. Using her jaw as a guide, you're gonna go ahead and start laying in your color in a patchwork pattern. This is creating a point of interest to the eye. With the strobing technique, the whole idea behind it is to bring attention to the details of the face that we want to enhance. By placing this color in this area, the eye is directed to the jawline. Next, you're going to take your dry brush and you're going to sweep down the foil to blend and melt these colors. Seal your foil off, and then you're actually using that next foil as your palette for your next section. As you can see, a mastery tip is to use the lighter color first. This will help prevent any contamination of the tones as you're working along. In order to gain interest also with your client, you can go ahead and use different types of sponges to blend these colors together, such as cosmetic sponges, natural seafoam sponges, and craft sponges that you can buy and purchase at your craft store.
Wow, look at that hair color that Danielle just did, using jaw strobing to accentuate that area. Now we're gonna style her into her new look. Using our styling line, Airy Builder, we're gonna apply it to dry hair. I'm gonna use a micro crimp to crimp the hair, creasing the hair, making sure that you see the crimp in the section that we're working in. Once that's done, we're gonna take another section, drop it down, add some more mousse to the hair, and we're gonna tap it. So we're gonna have two different textures when we're working on. So you can see the texture that we're building on and the support we're gonna get, and then we're also gonna have smoothness. So by tapping it, we just have a nice balance of texture that we wanna work with. Okay, we wanna smooth the hair down to a low ponytail, taking a portion of her hair, wrapping around the tail. Instead of an elastic, we're gonna wrap that tightly and add shape maker to that section. And then take your tail comb and tuck the end into the tail. Now what we're gonna do is take our sections and we're gonna back brush right at the base, creating volume and lift and keeping it soft. You want to continue back combing at the base. Now brushing it, moving into place, creating your shape. Pulling hair back and securing it onto the ponytail. So we're going to braid the hair, creating a fishbone braid halfway down. We're going to then take one side and secure it with elastic, holding the one section and then the other. Now what we're going to do, take a piece of section and wrap it around the elastic, covering it, and then spraying the ends to enhance the texture. Working in the braid area, we're going to go in and expose the color that Danielle has placed, allowing it to create a pattern. Here is our boho look, giving it a nice undone finish, but with balance, proportion, and shape.